Hi everybody and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. I don't know what we're gonna do today. We're gonna do stuff. Stuff and things. Let me actually get connected. Ta-da! No? No connection? No connection. A lot of people in there. Hello? Let me figure out why. My controller don't want to work. Oh, they be getting games. Oh. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I don't know what any of the keyboard prompts are. Ooh. Alright. No. That's not it. We're learning today, guys. Oh. Oh. Oh, this is difficult. Hey, you. Oh. Oh, wait. No, they've left them for several days to do push-ups. I could do it. Okay. Oh, I don't have enough steals. I gotta figure out how to get more. More. Give me one moment. That's not it. I don't know why I'm having issues with my controller right now. It's very unfortunate. Ouch. Nope. And it's weird because the controller's lit up, but it's not doing what I need it to. I don't know what's happening. Sorry, everybody. Let's see. Maybe a setting in Steam got changed? Okay. I don't know. Because my controller's enabled. All the settings were as they were before. But I'm still not getting anything. Oop. I don't know, guys. I can't get my controller to work. Hmm. Okay, we're going to try. No? Yeah, I really don't know what's happening. Let's try closing the game? Reset game? Oh. It's very quiet now. Oh goodness. Ooh, okay, that's a good sign. It's a good sign. It's a good sign. I just needed to reboot the game. Game was broken, not controller. Now we know. All that. No. I still can't. Now I'm upset. Because it was just working. Okay, we're back. I don't know what I did, but I did something. Alright, let's go be productive members of society. I really do like this outfit. It's very nice. Dim boots. We need to... Let's actually go repair our gear real quick, like. And then after we repair the gear, we'll go see what we can do for Alphinaud. repair, I think, is this way? Yeah. Repair all the things. Okay. And then check on okay. So he's not sold anything else. Which I should probably edit the cost for those things in that case. But we'll do that later. Where's the objective for this? How's the Fierce? But I could probably also just burn. Spare myself the trouble.
Make ready, friends! We are come to the burn!
Oh. Sandstorm?
Everyone, land where you can! We must wait out the storm!
We ain't gonna wait out shit. We got places to be. Kukulkan. Oh. He got poisoned. Oh, that's better. It's like everything feels so close.
Out of my way!
That's because I was zoomed in.
Now fall!
Eh. Works just as well. Dancing marionette. It's not too bad.
Come no closer! The weave of a shinobi's power.
Where do these rocks keep coming from?
You shall fall soon enough.
Out of my way!
Whee! And then all the empty crystals. No, not me. was not close enough. Desmond. Oh, you look like a rock version of the Dupos. Little mole things in Vanillland. Oh, that was a
Now fall. Now fall.
Hey, you. If only we could position it right under the rock slide. But I suppose that would be asking for too much. Okay. Rocks. Bleached shell. Do I hide? I think that was a bad move. Oops.
Out of my way!
Ew. Ew. Okay, we're good. I'm good. They're fine. They know exactly what they're doing. Not me. Yeah. What are you doing now? Ooh. Oh, you gotta stand away from the things. Gotcha.
Leave this to me.
Mm. Alize? I think her AI is coded to use the limit break as soon as it's available. Okay. A royal volunteer. I wonder what that entails. Oop, oop. Oh. These are Alagon things? I wonder what all this is from then. So what was here in the burn that got broken? Oop. At least part of an elegant construct. Which down there? I probably don't want to know. Whatever was big enough to make this whole thing. Oh my lord. Okay. Oops. Just listening to them skitter about like that is just gross to listen to. You good? You good? I should probably pay attention. Yeah, like... what made the tunnel? And to go through... was essentially solid metal. I don't know what kind of metal. I don't want to call it steel. That could be a lie. I was like, did I get it? Did I disrupt? No, I did not. That's okay. Charred. Why is everything charred? Defective drone. That almost looks like what the Garleans use. I wonder if it was like a prototype to whatever it was that they made. Oh. That wasn't very cool. Speed racers are only cool if I get to ride in the racer. Oh.
You shall fall soon enough.
Enough!
Now fall. Let's give them a show.
Jesus.
Enough!
Oh. I'm in a good spot. I chose the good spot. I did not choose a good spot.
Leave this to me.
I saw the two on this side and not the one on the other side. But that's okay. Yay. I don't think I can use anything that I've gotten so far. Is this all underground? I guess so. What the hell were you? Is that whatever made the hole in the ground? A gigaworm.
Now fall!
Yeah.
Enough!
Now fall!
Veiled gigaworm.
You shall fall soon enough.
Forward!
We are moving forward as fast as we can.
Now fall!
It's like, could I? I don't think I could cast fast enough to cancel it.
Enough!
But another one. And some technology. Do I put he into his limits? Woo! Hey, buddy. You're gonna be a-okay. I was expecting all the ants to pop up when I got it. But I guess not. Oops. Not what I meant, but that's fine. Hi, welcome in, welcome. We're putting the NPCs through some trials. Testing their limits. Ooh. You thought.
You shall fall soon enough.
Oops. really want to know what this was. Because it just keeps going. Like, yeah, it's some sort of great worm, but oh my god, is it giant? Is that a dragon? What is one of you doing all the way out here, friend? Whew.
Let us be about it.
You are in the wrong game, sir.
Forward! Forward!
Uh,
The weave of a shinobi's power.
uh.
Now fall! You shall fall soon.
I was cutting it close. What causes the limit break to build up? I wonder, is it just time during combat, or is it doing damage, or... Hi! Hi! Okay, fine.
Now fall!
Is that what you've been reduced to? Huzzah! We did it. Dragons at Alagon ruins are hardly a coincidence. I would have to agree. There is an area ruin that they have that does not have a dragon, at least somewhere nearby. Ah, there's the head. That is massive.
Between contending with bloodthirsty beasts and sand in my every conceivable place, I'm quite ready to leave this wasteland. But first things first. Do you see the crashed ship over yonder? Judging by its class, it must be the vessel that bore Master Alphinaud away.
What do your eyes see? What is that?
War Machina. It would seem they were involved in a struggle. There may be clues. We should split up and search the area.
Yes, ma'am. Oh. He is Sandy.
There's no sign of Alphinaud, nor of Maxima and his people.
These were no ordinary soldiers. Over here! The insignia on this man's uniform identifies him as one of the Emperor's personal guard. Hand-picked soldiers, answering only to the royal family.
That would explain why all the casualties are Garlean. They were fighting their own.
You're saying the Emperor was behind all this? That Alphinaud is his prisoner?
No. He's fine. I'm sure of it.
Aye, we must not jump to conclusions. Besides, Alphinaud is more than capable of looking after himself, is he not?
Yes.
I suggest we return to Doma to consider our options. Whatever happened here, Master Alphinaud is long gone, and any subsequent search may safely be left in the hands of the shinobi.
She's upset.
Where in the world are you, brother? If you die on me, I will never let you hear the end of it.
She'll follow you to the afterlife. Just to scold you. Well, that was a decidedly uneventful journey. I almost found myself hoping for a sandstorm. Joking aside, I'd say our birds are due a good brush down and a treat or two, wouldn't you? Yes, you treat them birds well. I had hoped to steal a moment's rest after our little outing, but it would seem duty calls. A foreign emissary arrived in my absence. Do not let us keep you then. Actually, I was wondering if you might join me. I cannot think of a guest who could fail to be impressed by the presence of the Scions. At least, none that I should be happy to receive. Of course. If you think it would be useful. Thank you. Let us return to my manor then. I think I have a couple of things to give the people. Where am I? Over here. I went too far. That's okay though. Donations. This. GP gathering. I think I just can't use it yet. And a lot of these green ones I can just get again through dungeons and whatnot. So I'm not too worried if I can't get them again. 54, 57. I think I'm at 55 right now. So I'd like to keep that. Whoa. We'll keep that just because it's close to being spirit bonded. Ooh. No, thank you. Yay! What you got for me now? I'm pleased to inform you that we have made great strides in our efforts to rebuild the Enclave. What you build? You got better axes now? Axes. What are they called? Saws. That's what those are. Owing to your many contributions, the yard has seen further development. As you continue to contribute to the Shasenkai and the reconstruction effort, in what other ways might the Doman Enclave grow and change? More? As I'm sure you are aware, the southern portion of the yard under Master Tsurunuki's supervision is coming along quite well. Moreover, construction of the buildings adjacent to my office has begun. Several of these buildings have been designated for the production of traditional Doman arts and crafts, including paper. You may recall the gentleman we met at the stalls the other day, Master Araragi. He will be overseeing matters there. Come to think of it, perhaps you should go and introduce yourself to him? I know not if you have spoken to him since, but given the circumstances of that first meeting, he may not remember you. I remember him being much, much closer. It took me forever to find Tsurunuki. Tsumiko, was it? Forgive me. During our brief encounter at the stalls, I neglected to introduce myself to you. I am Araragi, a paper maker by trade. 'Tis all I have ever known in my altogether too long life. Greetings, Master Araragi. The construction of your paper mill is proceeding as planned, I trust. More or less, though it has not escaped my notice that progress on the ironmonger's workshop is outpacing mine. A thousand pardons, Master Araragi. You may be assured that the Shazenkai has not chosen to favor either one of your proposals over the other. I know that full well, child. Save your apologies. I but give voice to my frustration at falling behind the old goat. If Master Tsurunuki has wronged or offended you in some fashion, perhaps the Shazenkai could arbitrate. No, there is no need for anything so dramatic. We have long and storied history, he and I. Though our paths diverged long ago, we are peers, masters of our respective trades. And yet, every time we cross paths, I cannot help but see him as the reckless apprentice he once was. He brings out the worst in me. But never mind that. You wish to know of our progress, yes? As you can see, all is on schedule. Your contributions have helped us to come far indeed. Though it will be some time before we can begin producing paper as before, rest assured that the day will come before you know it, and the quality will surpass all expectations. For centuries, Doman paper has been coveted the world over, and with good reason. The fiber of the kozo, a variety of the western mulberry, I believe, and the waters of the one river combine to create a product like none other. Each sheet is produced one at a time with a technique unchanged since antiquity. Though relatively quick, the process takes years to master, yet the effort is well worth it. Doman paper was prized for both its durability and its beauty, so much so that merchants would bicker and squabble and strive to outbid one another, so certain that they could still turn a profit. Indeed, it was arguably our most successful export. Coming willing, it will be again. Which reminds me, Kozokura, my dear, I trust you have given thought to whom we might sell our paper once production has commenced in earnest? While I am aware of our agreements with the Zala traders and the Confederacy, I doubt very much that these parties will put much store by our product. We have made inquiries, but have yet to receive any replies. But you needn't worry about such things. We will see to the mercantile matters. You and your workers should devote your energies to building the mill. I have no doubt that we are. I mislike losing to my iron-headed competitor. The road ahead is long, but I pray you will continue to walk it with us. Construction of the yard is proceeding apace, and Kozokura is confident that the Shazenkai will have found a wholesale trader willing to purchase paper by the time Araragi's mill is ready to begin production. As you continue to contribute to the Shazenkai and the reconstruction effort, in what other ways might the Doman Enclave grow and change? What else can I foist upon you, Kozokura? Yes. much do I need? 6,800. We can reach that, not an issue. Keeping that though. Of course we're keeping that. Vigil tights, I no longer need those. Hoorah. Oh boy. Much progress has been made on the yard owing to Master Tsunuki's guidance. I have no doubt he would enjoy telling you of his triumphs. As it happens, I expect I will soon have wonderful news to deliver to him as well. I should be glad if you were present for it. And he is all the way over here. All the way over here. Again, we are graced by the warrior's presence to whom we owe so much. Look, look, is it not a thing of beauty, glorious and splendid? Quick as a flash, the carpenter's work, putting my smiths to shame, but so be it. More time for them to finally use that which they have built. Master Tsurunuki, Tsumiko. By the kami, what sorcery is this? The boy Hosen here, but you were for the west on Lady Yukari's boat. To Eorzean shores, aye, but we remain for some time, but we are returned at last, Master Tsurunuki, all of us. All of the refugees who left Revenant's Toll safely arrived not long ago. They are resting from their long journey at present, but you should see them out and about soon enough. Thank you again for helping to secure their passage home. This day has been far too long in coming, and were it not for you, I fear we would still be waiting. I'm told you have contributed much to the restoration of the Enclave as well. Truly, my friend, your generosity knows no bounds. Once we have regained our strength, we too shall join in the reconstruction. Much fire in the belly as always, boy, but you and yours need homes, beds upon which to lay down and rest. I'll not see you sleeping in the streets. Take what you need from our materials, Kozukura, and have housing built for our brothers and sisters. It must be done. Yes, of course. As you wish, Master Tsurunuki. I will consult with the Shasenkai and make the necessary arrangements. Is it not wonderful, Tsumiko, how our people care for one another? Excellent. The boys are home. What are you doing over here? Being lazy bones? Guard duty? I like that purple. It's a very pretty purple. I have 100 gold left. Can I give? I could give. I shall note that for next time. Yeah, it's fine. Failed to notice how quiet she is.
Lise, what brings you here?
Oh, Alliance business. We have a request for Doma. Well, Hien. But that can wait. They told me you were out searching for Alphinaud. Did you manage to pick up his trail?
We got to the site, but there was nothing left.
Well, if he wasn't at the crash site, he might still have escaped. We have to keep searching.
And we will. Alphinaud embarked on this journey as an emissary of Doma, and I hold myself responsible for his safe return. I will have our shinobi in the provinces search for him as a matter of urgency. Chin up, Alize. You'll get to admonish your brother for his recklessness yet.
Well, someone has to do it.
I'm sure he's going to be fine. There is one thing I'm not sure about, though. You said it was the Emperor's personal guard that attacked Alphinaud's airship. But the Popularis would never have been able to arrange the prisoner exchange without Varus's blessing. So why would he sabotage his own mission?
They may not have been acting on Varus's orders. The guard answer not only to him, but to his family, the Crown Prince included.
When Yotsuyu summoned Tsukuyomi, Asahi was quick to proclaim that a dormant citizen had violated the terms of our agreement, that the negotiations had failed.
True.
And it is this version of events that is now being repeated across Garlemald. To hear the tale, one would think the prisoner exchange never took place. Plainly, someone is manipulating matters from the shadows. Most likely Xenos, or whoever it is that wears his face.
Whichever Ascian you mean. We all know the nature of our adversary.
The servants of chaos are true to their name. Their meddling has cost Doma a chance at peace. Whoever it was that loosed his personal guard, the Emperor cannot be ignorant of these developments. We must proceed on the assumption that our treaty is indeed in tatters. But come, Lise. You have journeyed far. Let me hear your petition.
Right. So the big news is that Alamigo has agreed to join the Eorzean Alliance. To make it official, and discuss where we all go from here, the leaders of the 5 nations are planning to hold a meeting, and we were hoping you might come too. We've already seen what we can achieve when we work together, and the Alliance hopes to work even more closely in future. They think it's our best hope of keeping the Garleans in check, and I agree.
As do I. By coordinating our efforts in the east and west, we may be able to discourage them from committing their forces to a single front. I accept your invitation. I must, however, ask for time to attend to some pressing matters here. In light of recent events, the risk of Imperial reprisals is greater than ever, and I would not leave Doma unguarded. Ere I depart, I must shore up her defenses.
Understood. I'll let the Alliance know. We'll wait to hear from you before setting a date. The meeting's to be held at the Royal Palace in Alamigo, incidentally. Do you remember the way?
Well enough. Please assure my hosts that I will not keep them waiting any longer than I have to.
Consider it done. And thank you for agreeing to come. If we all put our heads together, we're sure to find the best way forward. For everyone.
She's becoming much better with the speaking part of things. She used to be so... I don't call her dim-witted, but she wasn't exactly the brightest crayon in the box. My advisors and I will presently convene to discuss the matter of Doma's defenses. You are welcome to stay, of course. Had you not offered, I would have requested leave to remain. Where the Asians not concerned, naught may be left to chance. As ever, we would benefit from your experience. Thank you for coming, Lise, even if it was unofficial business. I had hoped there might be time to show you the land you helped to save, but I will settle for a fleeting visit if needs must. There never does seem to be enough time for anything, does there? But I did get to see a little of the Enclave. You've made excellent progress, I must say. And soon you'll have the chance to see how we're getting on too. Till the meeting then. Demiko, I was wondering if I might have a word with you before I go, in private. Go on, my friend. I will send for Haruko and the others in the meantime. Great, I'll wait for you at the docks. Ooh. She gonna ask me on a date? I'd date Lise. She's cute. I wish to fly. What's up, girly? Thanks for coming. Knowing you, you've probably guessed what I wanted to talk about. Alize. She's acting as if everything's alright, but it's clear she's barely coping. The Alize I know is overbearing, willful, and reckless, and that's fine. It's how she deals with feeling weak. She has to keep moving or she's afraid she'll fall apart. A lot like me. But the thing about people like us is that we need someone to keep an eye on us. I had Papalimo, and now I have my friends in the Resistance. Now Alize has you and the Scions. Before you start, I'm not saying you're neglecting her. I'm sure you aren't, and I'm sure you won't. But she's a good friend, and when I see her like this, I can't help worrying. So please, make sure you give her all the support she needs, alright? Leave it to me. Thank you, Tomiko. It goes without saying, but if there's anything I can do, you need only ask. Well, I'd best be off. See you in Alamigo. Let's go. Ah, there you are, my friend. Everyone has assembled, so let us begin.
If we are to ready ourselves for invasion, we shall need manpower, provisions, and time, all of which are in notably short supply.
Candid as ever, Yugiri, and correct, I concede. Fortunately, I have an idea.
We like ideas in this house.
'Tis plain no single nation can stand against the might of the Empire. And it was only with the aid of others that Dorma succeeded in winning her freedom. So, I mean to take a leaf out of our Eorzean friend's book and form an alliance of our own. In addition to those with whom we already share an understanding, I would reach out to Hingashi and Suinosato, and further afield to the myriad peoples of Nangsha and Dalmasca. I am under no illusion. Not all will answer the call. Yet disparate though we may be, we are united in our desire for freedom. If our neighbors could be made to see what is at stake, Asian machinations and all, cooperation need not be so far-fetched a notion.
It may even seem practical. Under the guidance of our former leader, Master Louis Soir, we once strove to unite the fractious city-states of Eorzea. I dare say that experience shall be of use in your endeavor.
We should be glad of your wisdom.
For the record, I would have been in favor of this plan even if it hadn't been my grandfather's, but I have to ask, how will we secure the time to carry it out? Not that anyone has forgotten, but the Garleans have airships. Lots and lots of airships. Should they catch wind of our plan, they could send an armada to overwhelm us before our alliance had even begun to take shape.
Not if we deny them access to the skies.
Oh?
During our time in the Burn, the Warrior of Light and I chanced upon some Allagan ruins.
Oh?
As such ruins go, they were not particularly unusual. But something about the surrounding land struck me as odd. Faint though it was, its ethereal residue was uncannily similar to that of Azizlar. Identical, in fact. For locations so far removed to share a single etheric signature is all but impossible. I conclude, therefore, that the Allagans created the floating continent with land taken from the Burn.
While that is a most intriguing theory, I fail to see what relevance it has to Dorma's defense.
Azizlar was enclosed in a powerful energy barrier, impenetrable even to an Agrias-class battleship. It occurred to me that those ruins may have enjoyed similar protection. I have no proof, but the Warrior of Light did report seeing a structure resembling other known Allagan field generators.
All right. But even if we could put up such an energy barrier, it surely wouldn't extend beyond the limits of the Burn. So what's to stop the Garleans flying around it?
Fuel. The Dalmascan capital, Rabanasta, was a key imperial refueling point in the east. By laying waste to it as a lesson to the rest, the Empire greatly hindered its own operations in the region. If an Imperial fleet were to advance upon Doma, it would now have little choice but to travel, as the crow flies, over the Burn.
I see.
A word of caution. Even assuming the generator still functions, raising a barrier of such a scale will require a prodigious amount of energy. And few places are so bereft of suitable crystals as the Burn.
A source of energy. Tell me, did the Allagans make a habit of launching things into the sky?
A curious question. Besides Azizlar, I know of only one other notable instance. The Red Moon Dalamud, whose fall triggered the calamity.
Just the two occasions, you say? Then I believe I may have a solution to our energy problem.
You do?
I may. To find out for sure, we would need to visit the Azim Steppe.
Oh.
Which would, I now see, present the perfect opportunity to discuss an alliance with the Zayla tribes. How very neat. What say you then? Shall we see whither this road leads?
I don't know what he's up to. To be completely frank, I don't remember. I'm assuming that's a piece of salmon, but the way it's hanging out looks like a tongue, so it looks like a mimic to me. It's like it's a little mimic muffin. It's great. I love it. It is settled then. I will journey to the Azim Steppe with the Scions, Yukari and Hakuro. I leave our other neighbors to you. My apologies, but I won't be joining you. I'm no aetherologist, and what skills I do possess are unlikely to be of any great use to the mission. But more importantly, it seems to me that the ruins in the burn warrant attention. And so, while you are away securing an energy source, I will engage our friends at Garland Ironworks to undertake a complete overhaul of the field generators. We'll need them in good working order if our plan is to succeed. I trust there are no objections. Could you not get Tataru to do it? Have care in the burn. Have care in the steppe. From what I hear, the Zayla like fighting with friends almost as much as foes. Good luck. Just the three of us, then? Very well. Shall we make first for reunion? She said that as though she hadn't been to the steppe. Reunion. Here we come. Oh yeah, I've got things to do. Here. Hehe. So, this is the Azim Steppe. The tales do not do it justice. If you think the view is impressive here, wait until we reach higher ground. Actually, seeing as it's your first visit, permit me to show you my favorite spot. Where are we going? Oh, the hill above, yes. Yes.
I will never tire of this vista. The endless fields, the boundless skies. 'Tis a sight to make a man forget his cares.
But not his purpose, I trust. Might this be a fitting moment to tell us what we are doing here?
Of course. During my time with the mole, I learned some few myths of this land. One goes thus. In the distant past, when all seemed doomed, a wayfaring soul came unto the steppe. Venturing into the northern crag, he received of Nama a sliver of her essence, a shard of the shining moon, and with it clove the tainted land from the earth. The end thus averted, to these fields did the wayfaring soul return, and venturing once more into the northern crag, he buried the shard, and made unto the heavens an offering of blood.
A tainted land cloven from the earth and an offering of blood to the heavens. Azizlar and Alphinaud.
That was my thinking, yes.
And you believe that yonder mountains hide an artifact possessed of sufficient power to raise Azizlar up to the heavens? I suppose that might suffice.
Worth a closer look, would you say?
I would.
Most myths do begin in fact. From here we shall travel to Mol Ilo. There we may ask Cyrano about the particulars of the myth and raise the matters of an alliance with the rulers of the steppe. After I discuss with the concerned Castir. Upon hearing of a red wyvern, the Castiri merchant takes on a grave expression. The Castiri merchant points southwestward. Perhaps you will find some clue to the wyvern's whereabouts in that direction. Oh. Oh. Ah, I see. And before I can even take this on, I need a crafter of a higher level. And that'll be for the little fishman. Namazu, there we go. You arrive at the area the Castiri merchant appeared to be indicating. All you can do now is lie in wait for your prey. What shall we find? Bovine. Lots and lots of... What's this? Oh, hunter! And a formidable one, looking one at that. Hello, small friend. Have you come to help then? To hunt the monster Rathalos? Talking cat? I've seen stranger things on a talking cat. That's so cute! Thank you, miss, thank you. I knew I was right to post that bill. Oh. So cute. I am a apprentice feline hunter, and I've come to this place in search of monsters, Rathalos to be precise. But even with 9 lives, I could never slay one on my own. That's why I posted that notice seeking help. There's a reason they're often referred to as the King of the Skies, after all. Some also call them fire wyverns, on account of their ability to breathe fire. I feel awful just thinking about all the monsters, about all the hunters burned to cinders in their wake. Excuse me? Yes, and they were exactly like that. Would you believe it's powerful enough to stun their prey? Why is it so fast? Not the kitty. Took off with a whole ass buffalo, look at that. That was him. That was a Rathalos. Still willing to help, I hope. What a day, what a day. both a mounter and a ferocious hunter to slay it. I sure got the cream today. Let's hurry. You seem to be heading northwest, back into the mountains. I enjoy his little waddle. Oh, before I forget, I never did ask your name. Nice to meet you, Dimgo. Now, let's be off. That was cute. Where does that one go? All the way that-a-way. Alright, well, we'll carry on this way for now. Fates, and more fates. Should probably be doing these since I need the company seals. Even more fates. Alright, well. I know where to come to once I get more classes leveled up. Oh. Eureka? Hello. Our pretty pink friend. Hian, Sumiko, I am glad of your visit and the opportunity to welcome a new friend. How may I serve you? There's a matter I would discuss with them all. It concerns not only the people of the steppe, but of every land in the Far East. A shard of the shining moon left behind by a wayfaring soul, and you need this to protect our lands? I do. My friends and I wish to find the shard and ascertain the extent of its power. Will you tell me more of the place where it lies buried, this northern crag? If that is your wish. In the mountains to the north, there's a cavern called the House of the Crooked Coin. Inside this cavern are pillars of stone what legend holds to be the source of Nama's power. There, I believe, you will find what you seek. Ah, yes, I know the place. 'Tis a brisk walk from here, and what are your thoughts on the alliance? Should the Empire return, our lands will be engulfed in a storm of conflict, whether we will it or no. If we do not stand together, we will fall apart. This I believe with all my heart. However... Among the tribes of the steppe, there are those who revere Nama above all else. To them, the pillars are sacred and not to be disturbed. Should you proceed as you propose, such tribes are like to spurn an alliance, prompting others to follow their example. That is my concern. But it is by no means certain that the pillars will provide the power you seek. Ere you risk the ire of the followers of Nama, might you not first visit the House of the Crooked Coin? If all is as you hope, we may then consider how best to earn their blessing. Thank you for your counsel. We will do as you suggest. I have no desire to give offense to those with whom I would join hands. Thank you for your understanding. Though the mole may reign over the steppe today, this decision will shape the days to come, and we will not force others into war against their will. Nor are we. 100-fold stronger are they who choose to fight of their own accord. Oh, it's like two main story quests. Let's go! Huh. It seems the time is come to put my skills to use. Pray lead the way to the House of the Crooked Coin. Crooked Coin. I wonder how it got that name. I am turned around. Ooh. That we came here at nighttime is all the better.
Such an abundance of ether.
Are we in luck?
We are. This is an elegant artifact, most likely built to regulate the flow of ether. I strongly suspect the ancients used it to stem the flow from here to the burn. That would explain how they were able to untether what became Azizlar from its surroundings. But were we to throw open the floodgates, the resultant deluge would surely be sufficient to raise our wall. And in restoring the flow, we may also restore life to the wasteland.
What is it?
While the device itself harbors a surfeit of ether, the opposite is true of the surrounding area. An effect of regulation, perhaps. A similar phenomenon seemed to be occurring in Doma. Whatever the explanation, the answer will not reveal itself here. We have seen what we needed to see. Let us return to Mol Ilo.
Ilo. Okay. Very convenient, this direct path down to the village. You found that which you seek, then. Great indeed that is the Dusk Mother's power. If naught else will suffice to protect our lands, the blessing of the other tribes must now be sought. Of course, but to which tribe should we appeal? There are many who worship Lama, but none are so fervent in their faith as the Dotharl. Their consent shall be the key. The Dotharl. Lee spoke of them. A warlike tribe possessed of unique customs and beliefs. I sense their cooperation will not be easily won. Nay, but it will be well worth the effort. The Dotharl fear nothing, death least of all, and our alliance would be greatly strengthened by their presence. Let us go to Darfarl Call and treat with their Khatun Sadu. Got this. I gotta beat them up, don't I? Would not be surprising. Me. This whole big bowl here makes me wonder if there's like rooms inside, or if it's like a mechanism for something. What is inside it? Oh. Ruined huts. Alright. Ladu, my lady. Strong lady. You again. Other matters demand our time, Kagan. Unless it is battle you seek. Alas, not. Quite the opposite, in fact. Silent jaw chattering. Talking. Always talking. You say the pillars hold great power. Of course they do. They are the source of Nama's strength. To the Dotharl, no place is more sacred, and we will make ash of any who defile it, though I see this is not your wish. You see the wisdom of our proposition, then. Will you join hands with us? I said nothing of joining hands. You wish to wield Nama's power to defend these lands, and this I will allow. But for leaving the steppe to fight the men in iron, I would have something in return. Namely battle with you, Hagan. The Nadam ended ere it began, and I would face you again, alone, without distractions. Defeat me, prove yourself the stronger, and you shall have the Dotharl as your allies. Surely these are agreeable terms? Well, this is a not only unexpected turn of events, though I had assumed I would be the one required to fight. Alas, the Hatun has made her choice. Shall we dance? Shall be a battle the steppe will not soon forget. My soul burns brighter. Prepare yourself, Hagan, and await me outside the car. I will gather my witnesses and join you anon. We do what we must. Let's get the show on the road.
Yes! This spot shall serve as well as any. I shall enjoy this Hahn.
Is this truly necessary? Have you no peaceable way of making decisions?
Speak not of peace. You stand before proud warriors of the Dotharl. In the heat of battle do our souls burn brightest. We lay low the strong that we may rise higher. That is our way, the way of might. There is no other.
Oh, they do not want for conviction.
Indeed. It's what makes them such dangerous enemies, and such useful allies.
Enough talk! It is time to fight!
A white mage and a black mage. This is fairly certain she's a black mage. Ooh. That was it? Okay.
In death do our souls sing!
Oh, lady.
In death do our souls sing!
I don't know if I really have to pay attention to those.
In death do our souls sing!
Ah, I do. How much more you got in you, my friend? Oh. Jesus. Woo! Okay. That wasn't too bad. Not bad at all.
Yes! Yes! Not since the Nardum has my soul burned so!
You got some weird kinks, my friend.
Come! We have only...
Just begun, huh?
Enough! You were not granted leave to set the steppe ablaze.
Well,
Oh, well, the sun has come out to play.
Be gone, Moonstruck Oranir! I am busy!
Fool of a Dothal! Have you forgotten the face of your master already? The sun will never set! From his seat on high, he reigns over all, now and forever. Yet what should he find here? But a battle to determine the fate of the steppe. A battle waged without his blessing. This will not stand. You, Doman! You who come to petition the warriors of this land, forget that all Nama's children are wards of the Oranir. As first among my brothers, your petition is mine alone to judge.
Ugh, these words are as wind from a horse's backside. Plentiful, but your axe sings more sweetly. Let her speak for you.
Being all cheeky with him.
Insolent child. You will learn your place.
Forgive me, Brother Magni, but we have an arrangement with the Dothal. We will not abide any interruptions.
So be it. The sun will pass judgment on all. Didakul, join me.
Ooh. His smile vanished.
The sun is in good company. We may dance alone.
Beg not for mercy, for you will have none. Bear witness to the power and the glory of Azim!
Constantly at each other's throats like rabid dogs. Gods, I'm turning into her. I have not the patience for this, but if we must fight, let us at least be brief. Come.
God damn it. That's not what I wanted to do. Ooh, okay.
Bow down before me!
Ooh. Okay.
Heal or die!
I don't want to do either, thank you.
Mark well and learn! Concentrate!
Oh shit. There you go. You're fine.
Bow down before me!
Mark well and learn!
Ew.
Heal or die! Bow down before me! Tremble before the sun!
Oh, do I have to just...
Let us be about it!
the sun sees all. Are you Santa? You see everything? Yeah.
Ether, to me. How about you?
Do I still have to fight the Dothral girl? I forgot what her name was. Ah, matter settled. Excellent.
Never have I felt such bliss in defeat. 'Twas a
Never
battle
gets
to
your
burn
sack back.
soul and flesh to ash. We Dothal will lend you our strength as promised. Nama's power is yours to wield. What does the sun say to that?
The sun is not driven by base motives such as yours. But they have been judged and found worthy.
Good. I'll beat you again if I need to.
It is the way of the Oranir to accord recognition and respect to the strong. You have made sufficient proof of your strength. The sun shall answer your call.
You have our thanks. We are glad.
Oops.
You? By what are you called?
You stole her. Why?
Are you my Nama?
I beg your pardon?
In battle, you shone with all the majesty of the full moon's light. Your healing touch, the embodiment of the Dusk Mother's love. Long had I wondered if my Nama might not be a woman of the steppe. Beholding you, I am all but certain.
Bro, just spare yourself the heartache.
Now, look into my eyes. Could it be? Could you be?
I am not interested, little son. Try again when you've become a man.
Oh.
Little?
Little son! Little son! Does it pain you, little son? Crave you salve to soothe the ache? Fire to sear the wound in your heart?
We have what we need, guys. Let's
Wasted
go.
enough time here. Siren awaits for word of our success.
Alright, well, leave them to it. That's really all they know how to do, huh? They are all a bunch of children. You had not only to contend with Sadhu, but Magnai too? Such a fierce battle that must have been. Yet here you stand triumphant. Having passed such a test, they could not well deny you their allegiance. The mole will make no such demands. Weak though we are, we will gladly stand with you. The steppe is our home, and we will defend it with all our being. You have my heartfelt thanks. Of all the tribes of the steppe, there is none that I would rather have at my side. God's willing, many more will rally to our cause. I shall send you word when we have answers from all the tribes. I cannot thank you enough, Serena. None of this would have been possible without you. Ishtola, how do you feel after being given a confession of love? She endures it. She grins and bears it. We have the requisite consent. 'Tis time to put Nalma's power to use. If the aether flows as planned, all that remains is to have the ironworks engineers do their work at the ruins. Come, let us return to the House of the Crooked Coin. I still don't know where the whole crooked coin bit comes in. I shall begin at once. You may wish to step back. 10 steps back, you got it. It's like a whirling purple void at the bottom. Good job.
Did it
I wonder
work?
what that feels like.
It did. Ether may flow freely to the burn once more.
I do not pretend to understand what you did, Ishtola, but you did it. Thanks to you, and Sumiko, of course, we have taken a monumentous step towards securing our defenses. Now, as much as I believe a rest is in order, we should probably make haste back to the Enclave. Agreed. The others may already have returned from their missions, and I would know how things stand. As would I. Without further ado, then, what is all the way down there? Ooh. Hello? I can go no further. Well, alright then. Swirling purple void it is. enclave. And it sounds. Judging by your triumphant expressions, I take it that all went well on the awesome step. Indeed, we have secured a suitable source of energy for the barrier. Good. Tataru and I have commissioned Garland Ironworks to ensure that the field generators function as they should. A team of engineers stand ready to set out for the burn at a moment's notice. You need only say the word. I thank you for engaging their services on our behalf. The minutiae of arrangement you may leave to me. Which just leaves the small matter of our alliance. So, Yugiri, Akuro, how fared you with our neighbors? My lord, all the factions we approached are in agreement that the Empire poses a threat, and many responded positively to talk of an alliance. From Hingashi to Suinosato, however, we received outright rejections. The former will not break its treaty with the Empire, and the latter will not involve itself in conflict. Just as we expected, then. Well, there is naught to be done about it. We must focus on the rest. To each of the nations we are amenable to an alliance. I will personally send a missive. And once I have attended to that, I believe we will have done everything we can to fortify Doma's defenses, for the time being at least. All of which means I may leave for the meeting in Alamigo with a lighter heart. Yugiri, Hakuro, if you would be so kind as to hold the fort in my absence. My friends, we could not have achieved so much in so little time without your help. For that I give you my heartfelt thanks. Fill the meeting then. I took the liberty of asking Thancred to attend as well. He should have arrived in the Alamigan quarter by now. Then let us not keep him waiting, shall we? I like that chandelier. Simple, but pretty. Okay, now we go many, many, many malms away. Ishtole has told me all, and I duly told Oriange and Cryle. Cryle in particular was concerned about Alphinaud, but I assured her that everything that can be done is being done. She agreed to continue with her own tasks for the time being on the condition that I contact her the moment there is any development. So that leaves 4 of us to attend the council. Ironvald is here to assist with security, incidentally, though the poor lad seems altogether too distracted for the task. Another one missing Alphinaud, I expect. But it's almost time. As soon as you're ready, present yourself to the guardsmen at the palace entrance. I shan't be far behind. The Scions of the 7th Dawn. Welcome to Alamigo. The Alliance leaders have already arrived. May I show you to the meeting chamber? Let's go.
Mistress Lys, Commander Aldin, it gives me great pleasure to formally welcome the city-state of Alamigo to the Eorzean Alliance.
The pleasure is ours, Your Grace.
I know I speak for all Alamegans when I say that we are glad of this chance to stand with our comrades of the Alliance.
And we, for our part, are glad indeed to be able to welcome friends both old and new.
Lord Hien of Doma, at your service. Pray, accept my heartfelt thanks for your generous invitation.
Nay, 'tis we who must thank you for journeying so far. And 'twould be remiss of me not to acknowledge the part the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have played in bringing all of us together. In times of great unrest, you and yours have been our constant companions, without whom we would not be here.
With apologies to Lord Hien and Mistress Alize, it occurs to me that we have not gathered in this way since that fateful day in Uldar.
The day I lost my arm and my freedom. As I lay in my cell, never did I dream that I would one day be given the chance to represent my homeland at this council. I would not even be alive had you not plucked me from the jaws of death. You, Yugiri, and Alphinaud. Would that the lad could be with us.
I too owe my presence here to Alphinaud, in so many ways. Until such time as he returns, I mean to carry on his good work as best I can.
Come, friends. Let us leave the past in the past and turn our eyes to the future. My Lord Hien, pray, tell us how things stand in the East.
Having heard the rumors of dissent in Garlemald, I dared to dream of a peaceable solution.
The Empire will not so easily change its ways.
Ooh.
If the Garleans have a mind to take back Doma and Alamigo, we'll be hard-pressed to stop them, even with the might of 6 nations. But while we lack the strength to fight the tide, a course may yet present itself, if we read the winds aright.
The winds suggest but one course to me. One which leads from the sea unto the river and thence to the source of all our woes.
The Ascians.
Indeed. All here have felt their blighted touch. It was the bringers of chaos who nurtured the Archbishop's tyrannical ambitions. They who bestowed upon him the secrets of summoning, as they have so many others before and since. And while they remain, we shall know no peace.
Our objective is clear. The question is how to achieve it. That our enemy parades about in Xenos' skin poses problems in itself, but ere we get to them, how are we to infiltrate the Empire and get close enough to strike?
While I see the wisdom in targeting the Ascians, an assassination attempt on Garlean soil would do little to aid our cause, even were it to succeed. It's time we used our enemy's preferred tactic: subterfuge.
You have an idea? Speak your mind, Master Thancred. None here know the enemy better than the Scions, and you mayhap best of all.
Yeah, since he does have a
Whatever it is you
knack
propose,
for
we will give it fair hearing. On that you have my word.
knack for watching them.
Very well, Admiral. My proposal is thus. We dispatch the shinobi to Imperial territory. There, they sow the rumor that the Crown Prince perished in the battle for Alamigo. and that the man parading around is in fact a corpse inhabited by a servant of darkness.
Well, it does have the ring of truth about it. And were the Garleans to learn that their future ruler is a puppet, the Empire would be shaken to the core.
But at the risk of sounding stupid, would they actually believe such an unlikely story? I didn't.
Ordinarily not. But prior to his miraculous recovery, rumors of Xenos' death had already begun to circulate around the Empire. Ultimately, however, what the masses believe is not our chief concern. Our true objective is to create an opening for rival factions within Garlemald to exploit.
Just as a war of succession erupted in the wake of Emperor Solus's death.
A war which raged until but recently, plunging the Imperial House into disarray as nephew and uncle grappled for the throne. It is no coincidence that one of Varus's first acts as Emperor was to name Xenos heir apparent. Family feuds being so tiresome when armies are involved. Not all welcomed his choice of successor, however. There is no shortage of individuals who aspire to the throne, who would jump at any chance to seize power. The news that Xenos is not only dead, but a puppet to diabolical forces would be too enticing to ignore.
The Empire would not be quick to recover from a second war of succession.
I am no stranger to infiltrating Imperial territory. With a team of operatives gathered from among the Alliance's finest, the plan should have a reasonable chance of success.
Doma already has shinobi in place throughout the provinces. We stand ready to act, and act we must. What say you all?
I'm for Master Thancred's proposal. We shine a light upon the Ascian and test the Empire's unity. 'Twas his plot that scuttled Doma's negotiations, was it not? Why then, if we can eliminate him, there may yet be a chance for peace. Let us wage this war of subterfuge, that we may one day lay down our arms. Gods know we never will while the Ascians remain.
Oh no. Oh no?
That way. Sorrow. History must be changed.
Who this? New phone, who this?
Ahead looms a calamity. Ahead looms light, expunging all form and life. Twin dooms only you can forestall. Only you.
What's the matter?
There's a voice.
Spies in our midst?
Nay, I sense no such presence.
Let expanse contract. Eon become instant. Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Hello?
Is it over?
Master Thancred!
I don't think he's okay, guys.
12 for Fend. Bear him to a private chamber. Have every healer make ready. Swiftly!
Now! Like, right now today.
Master Thancred remains in slumber. Though his vital signs appear stable, he's unresponsive.
What could have done this? And why just him and not the others?
I'm afraid we could not identify the cause, my lady. Our examinations revealed no wounds, nor the presence of any poisonous substances.
Gods, that only makes it worse. You're to let us know the moment there's any change, all right?
Thank you for coming. Knowing Thancred, he would apologize for being otherwise engaged at so crucial a juncture.
In gifting us a course of action, Thancred sowed the seed of all that is to follow. We have but to nurture it as best we can. To him, I would say, rest easy, that he may wake to enjoy the fruits of our labors. Now, the matter of the mysterious voice must not be forgotten. Will you tell me exactly what happened?
Alize and I heard a voice in the moments before Thancred collapsed. It was accompanied by a severe headache, as if something were clutching at our minds. Did you experience the same thing?
Yeah.
So, in between the voice and the pain, you felt as if you were somewhere else entirely.
Your testimony confirms my suspicion. That which you experienced was, I believe, your soul being plucked from your flesh. Called...
Bidden spell. That none should ever
Called.
ever try to attempt.
I myself examined Thancred. Reach out as I may, I could not sense in him the spark of life that is his soul. That Thancred alone was stricken so is likely due to his heightened sensitivity to the effects of ether. A consequence of his prior possession by the Ascian Lahabrea. The owner of the voice, whoever it may be, reached out to you, called your souls, and in so doing, caused you and yours such pain.
But if that's true, where exactly are we being called to?
I know not. Yet one thing is plain. Whoever waits for you on the other side is possessed of a power unlike any I have ever known.
Forgive us, Lys, but may we leave Thancred in your care for a time?
As if you had to ask. I may not be a scion anymore, but I'm no less a friend. Don't worry. I'll see to it that Thancred's well looked after. Just focus on solving this mystery, all right?
Thank you, Lys. As the Elder Seedseer says, 'tis no ordinary individual we are dealing with. Nor can we discount the possibility of Ascian involvement.
Whoever or whatever is behind this, the sooner we find out, the better.
I like how glowy my eyes are. I know that's not a very on-topic thing to say, but I find them very pretty. I just called Oriage on his link pearl. He didn't respond, but I dare to hope that he possessed some knowledge we do not. Ah! Oriage, something happened during the meeting. Thancred's collapsed. A disembodied voice suddenly started... What? But that's... We should talk about this in person. Alright, we'll meet you there. That was Oriage. He heard the voice too. In Danilin? As we alone are afflicted at the meeting, I have my suspicions, but if the voice also spoke to Oriange, there can be no doubt. The Scions were targeted specifically. By whom and to what end is the question, one to which we must find an answer with all possible haste. Prelude in Violet. Oriange agreed to meet us at the Rising Stones. If any of the others heard the voice, we'll soon find out. Good luck. I should get back to the meeting with the Elder Seedseer. But if there's anything I can do, anything at all, you must let me know, all right? Promise me. All right, let's be on our way.
Oriange! Gods, it's good to see you.
Is it?
Would that our meeting were under happier circumstances. I judged the voice sufficient cause for concern even before you sent word of its effect on our comrade.
You heard it too, then?
Aye. And all but certainly at the selfsame instant. Alas, pained as I was, I could make little sense of what few words did then reach mine ears.
Who do you think is responsible? Could this be the Ascians doing?
That I cannot say. Not when so little is known. Ere I indulge in speculation, I would examine Thancred with mine own eyes.
To Alamigo, then, without further delay.
He should have just came over to Alamigo, then.
One other thing. During my visit to the Far East, I observed a strange phenomenon.
Thou referrest, I presume, to the localized reduction in etheric density.
Well, that spares me the trouble of an explanation. Yes, I noted precisely that at two apparently unconnected locations. I take it the phenomenon is not limited to the Far East.
Indeed not. Of late, our agents charged with surveilling the beast tribes have spoken of little else. In every corner of the realm, they tell of places in which the ether hath grown thin. Naturally, my suspicions first turned to primal activity, but the areas thus affected betray no evidence of summoning. I must confess to being quite perplexed.
If the same phenomenon is being observed in multiple locations on opposite sides of the world, we may safely discount regional factors. Needless to say, this warrants further investigation.
Indeed. I shall make it my task to. The voice. It calleth to me once more.
Everybody getting struck.
I hear it too.
Only you. Only you.
No! Ishtola! Oriange!
Throw wide the gates.
this can't be happening!
Both of them this time?
Y'shtola! Urianger! Open your eyes! Open your eyes, I beg you! Say something! Anything! Not again. Please, not again.
Big oofers. But they would go down at the same time. Forgive me, that was an unseemly display. Happened before your very eyes, my lady. None here would have behaved any differently. We have borne the two of them to a private chamber. But tell me, is it true that Master Thangred languishes in a like state to Alamigo? I'm afraid so, though given the circumstances it would seem best to observe them together. I will send word to Lys that he should be brought here. Take heart, my lady. The world is full of scholars and knowledgeable folk of every persuasion. Someone out there is bound to know what ails our comrades and how it may be cured. Thus we will rouse them, no matter what. That we will, Hori, that we will. But first things first, our comrades will have questions. May I ask that you explain the situation to them? I must attend to a private matter. Oh, I promised I'd visit someone in Limsa the Minsa. He's been waiting at Maelstrom Command for a while now. You know, you should come along too. I think he'd be glad to see you. Oh, I know who it is. It's the baby. We're going to visit the baby. As you've probably guessed, it's Gabu we've come to see. The private here will bring him out to us. Ever since the Maelstrom took him in, I've tried to visit as often as I can, and after what befell our friends, I was taken by the urge to visit again. It's difficult to explain.
Here he is, my lady.
Gabu, it's been too long.
I'm afraid there's been no change. If he can see or hear us, he has given no sign.
I see. You're still fighting. I'm proud of you.
Like a big sis.
We promised that we would come and visit you together, didn't we? Alphinaud and I. I'm sorry that we haven't managed that yet. You know, with the three of us like this, does it not remind you of that night? Of the stars beyond count twinkling in the heavens? I was feeling pretty low back then. Powerless. But I knew that my brother was close by if I needed him, and that the others would be waiting for me back at the Rising Stones. Not like now. I've seen my share of trouble since coming to Eorzea. Been reminded again and again of my limitations, of how little I can change about this world. And I've come to know the sorrow of parting all too well. But to have the people I hold dear struck down before my eyes, and be powerless to help them, that I cannot bear.
You don't have to bear it alone. I am here for you.
No, I don't. You're right. It's pure arrogance to imagine I can solve everything by myself. You'd think I'd have learned that by now. Thank you. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Make a damn fool of yourself, that's what.
Well, that's more than enough brooding for one day. Come on. We have friends to save.
He looked up at her. Let's return to the Rising Stones and take it from there. Thanks again for agreeing to come. It meant a lot to me. My cat is threatening to fall off the edge. Not a care in that empty head. I did some thinking on the way back, and I think Hori is right. We need to seek outside help. Ordinarily, we would have turned to our own experts on such matters, but they're both among the stricken. I will begin by reaching out to the myriad guilds and research institutions here in Eorzea. Additionally, Grandfather and Minfilia had a wealth of connections between them, and I mean to explore those avenues too. We'll find a way to save everyone, mark my words. Much and more has happened in recent days, some of it for the good, some not so, but all around me people continue their fight. From the shinobi who search for Alphinaud to the Alliance members who make ready to move against the Empire, they march on in the face of great adversary bearing heavy burdens. Everyone is playing their part, and so must I. You have your own part to play, I know, and it's bigger than most, so I won't keep you. Just promise that you'll visit from time to time, and I'll promise I'll have good tidings to share with you when you do. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace.
Populares no longer present an obstacle. Now is the time to bring the Empire's might to bear. A word from your radiance is all it takes. But one word, and the Imperial army will fall upon Alamigo as a pack of bloodthirsty wolves and tear that feeble nation apart. Despite the lengths I go to, an emissary playing the part of a fool. When first I took this face, I swore to use all of my knowledge, all of my power, to further the cause of the Empire. My deeds stand testament to my commitment. And with this adamant flesh at my disposal, I could destroy the Icon Slayer as easily as one might swat a fly. Why do you hesitate? Our enemy is resourceful. Though victory is certain now, it will not remain so indefinitely. Deliberate if you must, but be quick about it. We'll speak again when you have unburdened yourself of doubt. Until then, I take my leave, Father.
Ooh. That feels so gross to hear out of his mouth.
I should be the one to sigh. I played my part to perfection. I had earned my rest, and then, thanks to La Habrea's crowning act of idiocy, our favorite emissary sees fit to summon me back. Elidibus was ever a warrior. A most tiresome trait, would you not agree? Have you no words for me either? No matter. I've long grown weary of this mummery. Now, my dearest grandson, let me remind you of your place in the simplest of terms. You do not make judgments, you administer them. Swiftly and to the letter. Naught else is your concern.
Ooh, he did not like
Elidibus
that.
may be an insufferable bore, but he is no fool. His choices as emissary seldom err. If aught threatens the balance twixt light and dark, it falls to you to remove it.
Even the guards at the bottom are like, what the hell?
Be it by your own hands or by your armies, you have ample means at your disposal. That is why this empire exists, why I built it. Oh dear, have I touched a nerve? You always were an easy one to read. I pity you, I do. As they say, ignorance is bliss. And I know how much happier you would be not knowing the things you know. The founding father was an Ascian, and he created the Empire solely for the purpose of sowing the seeds of chaos. Don't take it personally. I merely do my duty. To bring about a calamity requires no small amount of power, and there is no surer way to obtain such power than by collecting powerful pawns. To that end, I have labored long and hard, and I must say I am quite pleased with my handiwork, paltry though it seems in comparison to Alec.
He's like, stop your fucking talking.
You fiends are overfond of your own voices. Mark me, Ascian. Man is the master of his own destiny.
Such a waste of time and energy, both yours and mine. Lest you forget you are Emperor now. If you wish to spout drivel about man's destiny, save it for the masses. It will serve to give them a sense of purpose, and you pliant pieces for the game.
As the other body is just right there.
Oh, do stop sulking, boy. You of all people should understand. Ours is a struggle to restore both mankind and the world to their rightful state. Viewed thus, our goals are one and the same.
He is so very unhappy about all of this. At a resistance encampment somewhere in the Empire. What in the world? Dead. All dead. Yet I see no wounds, nor any evidence of battle. They finally used it. The Empire developed an alchemical weapon in Garibaniaz, a gas. Black Rose, it was called, and to breathe it is to breathe your last. And that did this! I thought the project abandoned and its vile fruit destroyed, but naught else could have wrought such an atrocity. Fools. What do they hope to gain with this butchery? Can they not see that a rule won through terror will not endure? How many more provinces must they lose? Nay, wait. This is not the work of men, but monsters. The Ascians. It cannot be a coincidence that their trail led us here. Their objective was never to rule, but to sow strife and discord. Such a crime does not indeed bear the mark of the bringer. Such a crime does indeed bear the marks of the bringers of chaos. Black Rose cannot be allowed to kill again. We must find the Ascians and put an end to their plot. What was that look? Whoa! Soul searching.
I'm glad you've come, though I'm afraid there's little in the way of good news. After you left, we reached out to both the Alchemists Guild and Stillglade Fane and attempted all manner of treatments. But the results were always the same. Whatever the answer is, it's not alchemy or conjuring. Why did it have to be Y'shtola and Urianger and not me? Out of all of us, they are the ones who could feasibly have solved this puzzle. And Alphinaud's still missing. God, it's all going wrong. Where do we even start?
A grave situation indeed. Might I be of some assistance?
Cryle, I thought you busy delving into the mysteries of Eureka.
When word reached me of the plight of our friends, I could not well stay away. As a fellow scion, not to mention your erstwhile mentor, this is one of those times you should feel free to call on me, regardless of my personal circumstances.
Yes, I should have thought of that. Thank you for coming, Cryle. We would welcome your insight.
And I should be happy to provide it. Now, what's this I hear about Alphinaud heading into Imperial territory? That boy always did have some funny ideas. Do you remember the speech he gave when he was accepted to the Studium?
My life's goal is naught less than the salvation of this star.
That particular grand pronouncement has been a source of great embarrassment to him, as you know. But the fact of the matter is, he meant every word and has lived his life accordingly.
Yes, he remains altruistic to a fault, but I'm worried he was too fixated on his goals to see the dangers, as has happened before.
You needn't be so concerned. Though his values remain the same, Alphinaud is not the blinkered boy he once was. Slowly but surely his eyes have been opened, thanks to a certain someone.
Don't look at me.
A certain someone whom he'd be mortified to learn had heard about his little speech. Mum's the word, eh? Right, I'd better have a look at our patients. They're in the infirmary, I assume. I'll need absolute quiet, so it would be best if I did this alone. If you'll excuse me.
I love her jacket. I'd like to have a real-world version of her jacket. It would be very cute.
All three are in fine physical health. At a glance, I would say they were merely sound asleep. Except for the fact that I couldn't sense the slightest trace of them in their bodies. It's as if their souls have taken leave of their physical forms.
Ah, yes. The Elder Seedseer made a similar observation. I've read the report. When you heard this mysterious voice, you described feeling as if you were somewhere else, yes? If we assume the ether which comprises your essence is being drawn to some other place, then it may be possible to follow the trail it leaves behind, just as we did in our search for Thancred. I wasn't around for that, but I can't imagine it was easy. Oh, it wasn't, but that's no reason not to try. I will have need of Master Matoya's crystal eye if I'm even to make the attempt, so I suggest we pay her a visit.
Oh, Kryl, ever the force of positivity. Means we're going to Idleshire. I need to complete my weeklies. I gotta do a couple dungeons, but I really don't wanna. Actually, I think it's quicker to go this way. No, in the end, I suppose it doesn't really matter. Ew. Lots of marbles. Hello? Yeah. I heard Master Matoya was something of a recluse, but this seems extreme. Still, I'll happily overlook her eccentricities if she agrees to help us.
Come to disturb my peace again, have you? I hide myself away in a cave, and still you people insist on pestering me with your problems. Oh, I mistook you for young what's-his-name, but I see now you're the sister. Weren't you supposed to be the lively one? I've seen happier faces at a rain-sodden burial.
Well, I'm sorry to dash your expectations, but the situation isn't exactly conducive to gaiety.
Spicy.
Ah, that's more like it. Stoller used to spit and hiss like a wildcat too. Better for a young thing like you to be filled with fire and leave the doom and gloom to your elders. Now, what exactly does this tragic situation of yours have to do with me?
If I may, Master Matoya, we have need of your crystal eye once more.
I wouldn't mind living in a cave.
And Stoller is one of the afflicted, is she? Very well. She may be an ungrateful stray, but she's my ungrateful stray, and I'll not see her buried before I am.
Fair. She's got them mama habits. Or maybe grandmama habits. Some Grammy vibes.
Right. Let us see what we can see. I'll begin from where our friends first fell, and cast my senses out from there. What is it? Did you find them?
I don't think she did.
This doesn't make sense. How is it even possible? How is what possible? Kryl, what did you see? The threads, they just ended. And no, I didn't lose track of them. I followed them as far as they went. It's as if they were cut off. Could their ether have dissipated if it had? Oh gods! Their bodies are just husks. It's like the Broodmother's daughter all over again. No, this is different. The Kalyana girl was already dead, body and soul, when Lakshmi effected her resurrection.
Aye, let's not jump to conclusions. If their physical forms yet breathe and show no signs of wasting, then it follows that their souls must still be intact somewhere.
But where?
That's the question, isn't it, girl? Death has not taken them to the ethereal sea, yet there are no tracks left for us to follow.
We're no closer to an answer than when we started. But knowing their souls are still out there is progress of a sort. We just have to keep looking. Pray, excuse me a moment. Yes? I remember, but... What, to Alamigo? We're on our way. That was Lise. Apparently, a group of Populares have defected to Alamigo, and Maxima, the envoy Alphinaud left with, is one of them. I'm sorry. I realize we've barely begun here, but...
Go, child, go! You've made up your mind, and life's too short for dithering.
Yes.
I'll do some digging in the meantime and see if there isn't some other method we could use to continue the search. Let's be off then.
Oh, not again. The enchantment barely seems to take these days. I'd chalk it up to old age, but I rather doubt it's that simple.
Before they took ill, Y'shtola and Urianger were sharing notes on a thinning of the ether. It seems to be happening all over.
Does it now? And here I was, all set to blame my woes on that creaking mountain of refuse clogging up the Thaliac. I fear something has gone awry.
She's talking about Alexander.
Still, there's naught to be gained from starting in shadows. You can only do what can be done, and that but one thing at a time.
It's like, what sort of fresh hell is she talking about? It's just Alexander. So what was the woman who... So that was the woman who tamed Y'shtola. I had the distinct feeling of being grabbed by the scruff of the neck and having the nonsense shaken out of me. When Alphinaud is back, I'd like to visit again and ask her what tales she has of grandfather. I almost can't bear to hear what Maxima has to tell us. But it can't be bad news, can it? Lise would have said. Unless... there's no point speculating. Lise said she'd notify the guards of our coming, so we should head straight to the palace gate in the Alamican quarter. I'll be praying for good news. Learn what you can of Alphinaud's plight and leave the search for our friend's lost souls to me. I suppose we'll do Eureka another day. I was thinking maybe do it today, but honestly, I'm too invested in what's going on. Whoop. Hello. Greetings, Scions. The commander told me to expect you. Shall I show you in? Yes, please. Yes, please. Did you guys walk all the way back here?
I'm sorry to drag you halfway across the realm, but when Maxima mentioned Alphinaud, I thought you'd want to hear the news in person.
Ah, we meet again. Though I was hoping our reunion would be under more auspicious circumstances.
What happened to my brother? Where is Alphinaud?
Never fear, my lady. Your brother was in fine health when I took my leave of him, and I have no reason to assume that has changed.
You assume?
If you will allow me, I shall endeavor to explain events. Our troubles began not long after we departed Doma. While crossing the burn, we were fired upon by the Emperor's personal guard and forced to make an emergency landing. As we stumbled from the wreckage, our attackers fell upon us again, and we would have perished there and then were it not for the intercession of a third party, a band of mercenaries whose leader claimed to pursue a vendetta against the Ascians. This Shadow Hunter, as he styled himself, then escorted us out of the wastes to relative safety. Upon arriving back in civilization, I gathered my Populares colleagues and prepared to flee the Empire. Master Alphinaud, however, declined the invitation to join us, preferring to continue his investigation into the Ascian threat.
Well, at least he's not lying in a heap in the burn. Tell us more about these Ascian hunters. Who are they? And is Alphinaud still with them?
He is. As to who they are, I'm afraid I have nothing to tell you. Beyond the fact that they root out and destroy Ascians, they were unwilling to divulge anything which might serve to identify them. They would not even reveal their next destination. But Master Alphinaud asked to accompany them all the same. Since parting company with your brother, we've been engaged in a game of cat and mouse with the Emperor's guard. We made our way through province after province, finding the army busy restoring order wherever we went, until we finally arrived here in Alamigo. I can't thank Commander Aldin enough for giving us such an unexpectedly warm welcome.
I'm not inclined to turn away refugees, no matter which land they call home. And if they can tell me how things lie in Garlemald, all the better.
On that subject, there is much I would tell you. During the course of our journey, we heard tales that an entire rebel army had been slaughtered in the space of a single night. It would seem my former comrades grew tired of putting down uprisings in the conventional manner, and chose instead to bring a formidable new weapon to bear. Details were sparse, but the rumor alone was enough to dampen the flames of rebellion. I have also heard reports that several companies have withdrawn from their designated provinces and begun marching westward. It is my assessment that the Empire's forces are mobilizing for a large-scale military engagement.
Westward? You mean they're getting ready to invade Alamigo?
We knew this was coming, but not that it would be so soon.
We've barely even begun to shore up our defenses. They won't stop an invading army.
No, they won't. Dispatch messengers to the Alliance leadership requesting reinforcements, and send word to our officers in the field to hasten completion of those border fortifications. Prepare to meet the Imperials head-on! No matter how quickly we act, we still want for time. When the enemy comes into view, our best recourse will be to open negotiations with their commander, and see that the ensuing proceedings take as long as possible.
Would you and Alize head to Doma and let Lord Hien know about this? I'm sure he'll want to hear about Alphinaud too.
Consider it done. We'll send word when...
Untold sorrow must be changed. Ahead looms a calamity. Eon become instant. Throw wide the gates.
You heard it too.
Who was it this time? Who else is left? Is it just Alphinaud?
Well, at least we're both still standing.
No.
Oh, thank the gods. I thought we'd lost you for a moment there. Why does this keep happening?
I wish I knew. Nothing we've tried has brought us any closer to an answer. We'll keep working on it. But first, we need to go and see Lord Hien.
Alphinaud is safe, for the present at least. Now all we need to worry about is a full-scale Imperial invasion. I'm actually glad Elise tasked us with visiting Lord Hien. Better to be dashing from place to place than sitting around stewing over things we can't change. To the Enclave. And we are going to join Alize in the Enclave in the next stream. But thank you everybody if you hung out with me all the way up until the end, watched up to this point, I do appreciate you. If you haven't already, if you can, like and subscribe, I do appreciate it, and I love hearing from you guys if you want to leave me a comment. But I will see you guys all in the next episode, and we will see what's going on with all of these fainting spells next time. But until then, take care, bye bye.